So here's the question. Lloyd manages money and his business with a secular perspective, while his wife manages money from a biblical perspective. What impact will their different approaches to managing money likely have on their marriage relationship? Here's my suggested solution. Lloyd's secular management of money and business will likely cause significant stress in the relationship between him and his wife. Although they are both Christians, they will likely be pulling in different directions with regard to finances, 2 Corinthians 6. And there is a high risk that this couple could grow apart from each other. As a matter of fact, it's even possible they could separate or get a divorce. I can say this, over the past 30 years, I've sat with numerous couples who were pulling in different directions in the area of finances. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's the husband who's operating from a biblical perspective while the wife is taking a secular perspective. Either way, if husband and wife are managing money in different ways, it's going to cause tension in their relationship. And we've seen cases where marriages have been healed. Couples who were separated have come back together when they've both learned to manage money God's way, because as they manage money God's way, that brings them closer together. When a husband and wife manage money very differently, and especially if one's got a secular perspective, one has a biblical perspective, it's going to separate them. It's going to cause them to move apart emotionally and possibly even terminate the relationship completely, and you don't want that, of course. So here's this next question. What advice would you give to Lloyd's wife in dealing with Lloyd's secular management of money and material things? And I have several points here, and I want you to think about that. So how would you advise Lloyd's wife in dealing with her husband's secular management of money and material things? The video will stop, and I'd encourage you to think about this. Write down your suggested advice, solutions for Lloyd's wife, and then click on the next video for my suggested solutions.